So yeah, I guess we'll start our ninth session of Scum and Villainy. My God. So to recap, we were on the planet Toydaria. Uh, we had just left. Before that, though, we came back to Alale down here and dropped off Horace and Lindis. And there you were told that Oberon survived the events that happened on Kintan. While you were there, you were told Takala was missing, and the last known location that he was at was on Toydaria. And Jiracy requested that Joran and Blish accompanied you guys over there. And on the way there, you saw a mugging of a ship, and that ship got blown the fuck up by this other ship that looked pretty worn and damaged. And you got to Toydaria. You were told that your ship would have to be left in the dock. I totally forgot also the what number dock I said. I think it was 13I, if I remember correctly.
Let me look.
I if I never said it, it's 13I or I-13. Um, Either way, though, you guys were there. While you were there, you found out that same shit that you saw the mugging. There's a couple ships over in that same dock with you. You found out that group that was in that ship were the people that were on Circumtor, and they were the Davaronians that were trying to find Beskar steel in the mines during that
I
whole
three.
I-3. That's what it was. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you guys you stayed there. You stayed in the bottom floor. Let me pull over. Stayed on their little huts, and you woke up the next day, found out uh someone was killed next door, couple doors down, and you started noticing something weird. uh JJ's chair was behind the house of the house of where the body was found. Um, Doc, you spotted the man who you guys, the man who was doing the uh, the gambling and the betting, and you lost him unfortunately. And you guys trying to investigate, didn't really get that much answers. Um, and later on in the day, um, another body was found. Uh, it was this child named Aiden, and he was found by his mother Andrea, and both deaths were similar. Uh, you could see it was black veins, or the veins that turned black, blood from uh, different pores, their eyes, their mouth, their nose, everywhere. Um, and JJ, you were on the ship when you noticed you heard noises, and you heard Rashig, or you heard someone on the ship, and you looked and you saw it was Rashig. And Rashig, uh from what you could tell, it seemed like they were using the force or something on you, and it caused you temporary blindness and exhaustion. But when you came back to, Jin and 4-2 were both missing. And that is where we left off. Um, so JJ's in the ship. Angel, Doc, and TB. You guys are with Blish and Joran. You guys are on the bottom floor. You were on the outside, and you had just discovered uh, Andrea cradling uh, her son's body. What do you guys do?
Wait, is everyone like aware or just me?
You so far you are the only one who knows that Fortu and Jin have been taken.
Then I really desperately want to contact everyone and inform them.
Okay. Uh, and you're gonna use your communicator.
Yeah. Oh, are we doing loads right now?
Um, no, not really.
Then yeah, I would just use the communicator.
Okay. Do you who do you try contacting?
Um, hmm. Is everyone down there?
Yeah, everyone is down by the at the very bottom floor. You guys are outside on the side of the spire.
Then I'll call Angel.
Okay. Angel, you start hearing a beeping on your communicator, and you see that it's a JJ.
Okay, I was gonna ask if it had caller ID.
It's a
It,
razor.
I'm not a spam risk.
it's trying to reach you about your
You
car's
don't
extended
care about
warranty.
my speeder's warranty. Okay, and where am I?
You guys are at the very bottom of the spire on the side, uh, like the side area of where the lobby is. Um, and you guys see on the floor, there's already a crowd starting to form around you guys, but uh, Andrea is lying there cradling her son's body.
All right. So I'll answer. We're a little busy. What's up?
Ow. Jin and Fortu gone. Ow, my fucking head hurts. Rashik fucking was on the ship and he took them and I don't know where they went. He did something to my audio visual processors.
Where are you now?
I'm still on the ship.
Stay there. Then I'll round up the gang and try and get to the ship.
Okay. Blish and uh, Joran goes to you and he asks, "What's the problem?"
I'll explain on the way. We just gotta go.
Angel, I've
Yeah.
already I've already been made up there. They threatened me to come back down. I can't go up.
Listen, 4-2 and Jin are missing. We gotta do something now.
You
Uh,
guys go, I'll stay down.
Blish looks over and she's, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
It might not be good to be alone.
Do you want Do you want Joran to stay here?
No. You go. I'll be fine.
All right.
All
So
right.
TB, are you also joining?
Yeah, I have to find four too.
Okay. So
Goes without saying. Oh my god.
just
Some little
clarifying.
guys.
Yeah. So the four of you go through the lobby and you get to the elevator and you guys start taking it up. Uh, Doc, you said that you're gonna be staying by.
Yes.
Okay. Um. So you see Andrea. She's a mess. She's wailing, and though at this point it's been maybe just a couple minutes since the discovery, and it's kind of died down a little bit with her at least. But you started just hearing voices from the crowd, um, all just whispering, saying you kind of catch a little bit of here and there. People just saying like, "What the fuck is going on? This is the second one in a couple hours. Did you see it? All this stuff." Um,
Hours?
yeah.
They're just like, oh, there's a lot of death happening.
Well, I mean, like they're just through the crowd. Like some of these people, they're like, "This has been a couple hours since the last one," and you kind of, at least to you, Doc, it's kind of people are trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on. I need you to roll a study for me, and it's going to be a controlled position standard effect. 6. You look around in the crowd, and where you are, you're kind of like right in front of Andrea and her son and the crowd. There is a little bit of space, but you look ahead on the other side, and you notice a very familiar Twi'lek. Um, it takes a couple seconds for you to recognize or to study at least, but you do see um, what seems to be the same Twi'lek who you saw at the bank at on Delbana. Her name was it takes a second for you, but you kind of do remember her name, something being like Zagria. And
Yeah,
she
I'm trying to find it.
I never forget a good sangria.
She was the bank
Oh
teller.
my god.
yes.
Shit.
Upon look you've been looking at her for like maybe a minute or so, and then you can see her and she notices you, and then she quickly turns around and starts running.
I'm just gonna yell, guards, her! She's running away!
Um so in the crowd there's only 3 guards from what you could tell. 1 Toydarian, 2 humanoid uh people, and all 3 of them see uh see that woman, and they start running. During this, Angel, TB, Jorn, and Blish, you guys uh, are going up the elevator. The elevator doesn't stop at all, and you eventually takes about at most a minute, but you get to I3, the dock station, and you guys come out of the doors, and you see your ship is still there. Um, JJ, did you stay in the ship, or are you
No, I'm out of it. I'm trying to see if I can find any kind of like trace of him.
okay? Roll a study for me then.
Position.
Controlled standard 4. Um, when you were looking around, um, the only noticeable evidence you could really find was of Jin. When he was around, um, you do notice on the outside of the ship, uh, seems to be like a spare wire part. Um, from what it looks like, it doesn't seem like it's anything necessary for the ship. It seems like it was just a spare part. But you found it um, about near the ramp.
TB, do you have your communicator on you?
Yeah.
And have you used it to talk to 4-2?
Can I do that?
You can try.
Well, I was gonna see if I could hack it to like find his location.
Yeah, like I was thinking, do I have something that does track him?
Let me quickly. You have a fine mechanics kit, but that would be mainly for like,
Probably for fixing stuff.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could use my fine hacking rig to hack the communicator to see if I can get location data,
Um,
yeah.
or at least like bounce off a cell tower kind of thing, like just to get a general direction.
Enhance.
Exactly.
you could try.
What would I roll for that?
Um,
Well, could I do a
with
hack for it? Like if I'm
I,
hacking
I'll let.
into TV's communicator.
So yeah, Angel, you can roll to see if you can improve on the communicator, and then
Okay.
TB can make the roll to actually get a hold of 4-2.
Okay. Position.
This will be a control position. Since you're using a fine hacker rig, it goes from limited to standard.
Okay. Mm, repairing or building. Okay, that doesn't count. Let's see.
A 5.
Hey.
So it takes a little bit for you to go through on the communicator, um, and try messing around with it for a little bit, um, and there is you're able to kind of enhance a little bit on one of the functions of the communicator. TB back in the day, you kind of installed a Find My Droid app.
And my iPhone. I mean,
Yeah,
find my 4-2.
Find My Astromech, and because this is kind of not really the first time 4-2's been missing, or at least not 4-2, but another Astromech droid,
Okay.
and takes a little bit, but you're able to enhance it a bit to where it does seem like it could be a bit more accurate in where to pick up signals. So TB, now you can roll. This will be a. Um, I will say that this is. I can give you the option. Actually, you can either do a hack or a rig. Up to you.
Well, I have more in rig. So
Okay.
I'll do rig.
This will be a control position. Um, this is now going to be standard effect.
Do we still have
Gambits.
yeah.
Um,
Let's see.
we do not.
It's one stress to assist, right?
It's one stress to
Or is it
assist.
two?
It's two. It's one stress to assist. Two to push yourself.
Okay, I'll assist then.
Okay. So you get one bonus die, or you can increase the effect.
Um, so just add one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
Nice.
So, it does take a little bit, for it to search, but you, after maybe a couple seconds, you start inputting, or after inputting 42's serial number and just basic info, takes a couple seconds, and you do get a location, and it doesn't seem that very far from where you are. It seems like it's in you do have a little bit of a description. It says it's that 42 is near or in one of what seems to be 4 huts that are about maybe 8 houses to the left of where you guys were sleeping at.
Okay.
So you have a rough idea of where 42 is being held. Um, as you're doing this, Joran sees, or is kind of next to you, looking at the communicator, and he sees the houses, and he's like, "They must not be that far. We should go there now."
I'm already going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head over there too.
All right. JJ, are you joining them?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Am I
Um,
using it like a fucking radar thing? It's like,
like a metal detector,
following
kind
it.
of.
Like I'm following it.
Yeah, you can. it's gonna. It's not really going to be. Or as you guys are going to the elevator and you start going down.
Something in it's glowing. If it's like far away, it's red. If I'm close, it's green.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Is it hotter or colder?
Exactly.
Since you're pretty much you're high up and you're vertical for the most part, it's gonna take a little bit for you to move before it actually can work.
Okay.
So during this, Doc, back to you. You see the 2 humanoid and the 1 Toydarian uh, officers. They start running towards what seems to be Zagria. What do you do?
Do I look towards the elevator? Do I see the officer who seemed like he was in charge that I canned out of a credit?
No. And he didn't seem to be anywhere on the floor where the others were. Not to your knowledge, but to everyone else's.
Do I see a guard anywhere else that didn't run?
Um, roll a study for me.
All right.
This is a desperate position, standard effect. 6. So you get an experience point.
Hey.
Um, so you look around, and you do see 2 guards, 1 Toydarian, 1 human, in the lobby. The Toydarian is kind of near the bar, and assuming you get your try to get their attention.
Absolutely.
Okay. Um, so you start flagging them down, uh, and they both start locking up, and the human one is asking what seems to be the problem.
Uh, there was somebody acting shady around the death of a little kid, and she bolted, and 3 of the other guards chased after her. I just wanted another set of guards to know that they're in pursuit so that if something happens to them, you guys knew what was happening.
At this, both of them are kind of taken aback. They did hear the screaming, but they're kind of, from what you can tell, they seem to be somewhat like off duty ish. Um, but they're like, "Oh, thank you." and they both of them start trying to get on their communicators, and you hear, all of you hear, or you and the two guards hear, um, what seems to be someone screaming on the other end. And it's probably at this point that the rest of you guys come through from the elevator.
We heard screaming while we were in the elevator.
No, as you guys are coming out, you start hearing the screaming come from the communicator of that one guard's of the communicator that the guard is holding.
So, yeah. Would you like us to help?
Um, sure. And he starts waving the Toydarian over, and uh, they both start running, or the guy starts running. The Toydarian's flying a little bit faster than usual, and he starts heading towards the entrance of the lobby, and he yells over, "I had a signal. Head towards over there," and he points towards the direction of you guys' houses, and or where your guys' hut is, and that's also TB. You notice that's also the direction of where you got the signal from 4-2.
Okay.
And you guys have two bridges still. One for there's a right side of huts going down, and then another for the left. Your guys' hut is on the left side. What do you guys do?
Which way did the guard point? Left or right?
He pointed left, and he says, "I'm gonna go right just in case they start. They want to try and get over." He points over at the other guard, and he says, "You go left." And you hear the Toydarian go, "All right."
You guys have a spare communicator?
Both of them say no.
All right, then. Good luck to us. And then I start heading left.
All right. Blish is right behind you. She has her lightsaber. It's not activated, but she has it in her hand. She's running. Jordan starts following too. A little bit slower than you guys though. Angel, TB, and JJ. I'm assuming you guys are also following.
I'm following the
Oh yeah, I'm still
signal.
booking it.
Okay. So, you start. All of you guys start going. TB, you're more focused on 4-2 than anything. You want to try and get him back as quickly as possible. And
Her.
her.
You said her. I didn't say her.
Oh,
It's not a her.
I thought I said he.
It's an it.
Oh, my apologies. Trying to get 4-2 as quickly as possible, and it takes. I need everyone actually to roll a scramble for me.
Position?
It's a good thing we all learned this.
It's gonna be a desperate position and standard.
5, 4,
Hey, I get another point.
6,
Okay.
4.
So
Oh
Doc,
yeah, we all get XP for
yeah, everyone gets an
a
experience point.
desperate.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought desperate you only got XP when you get a 6.
No,
That-
that's a risky and you get a gambit.
yeah.
Oh, I don't fucking know anymore.
It's been
Only
7
like 3 months.
Yeah, it's been 7 weeks. Oh my god. So, Doc, you were the first one to reach the area, um, and the screaming at this point, uh, it starts to you start to hear it close by, and you guys have passed your house or your hut, and you're about maybe 4 or 5 houses down when you notice a body to the left, and you realize it was Doc. You see it was one of the it was the Toydarian, and same thing, uh, black veins and blood coming from eyes, nose, uh, mouth, and just lying there still. And
I'm gonna look back behind me. I'm like, keep going, and then I'm gonna go to the body.
okay. Is anyone alive on the station? Are you saying that in the communicator?
Yeah, but it's more like sarcastically.
um. So, uh, you tell Blish and Joran to keep going, um, and TB again. Also, you're just trying to get to 4-2 as quickly as possible. Um, and Angel and JJ. I'm assuming you guys are also keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Uh, Doc, roll a study for me.
Possession.
This is a risky position, standard effect. 3. Um, you look at the body and you don't notice really anything different, other than like the color of the blood. It's a Toydarian. Their blood is a bit more kind of like a lime green, and so, but
And I
still,
see his communicator.
um, you do. You see it's right next to them.
I'm gonna grab it and call the last person they did.
Okay. The last person they called uh, goes by the name of uh, Gulala. And I'm just want to spell it right here.
Yeah. And I call him like, Guala, are you a guard?
Uh, and you hear on the other end a kind of a deep voice going, "Yes."
Guala, the person who owned this communicator is dead.
Uh, and you hear on the other end, "Shit. You guys are on the very bottom floor, correct?"
Yep,
Was
we're
that,
on the
that-
bottom floor. We took the left bridge after the human guard went right. I don't know. You need people down here.
I was already heading down. I'm on the very top floor of the spire. I'll have men down there, or I'll have people down there uh, in about maybe 10 minutes. So we're gonna start a clock, actually, and we'll have it for you, Doc. It will be for the guards, or security. This will be about this will be a 6-segment clock.
Huh? What do you want me to name it?
Security. Security backup.
Done.
Okay. So the rest of you guys start running, and TB, you notice the dot where it says where 4-2 is, it's in between two of the huts, but 4-2 isn't there. From what you can gather, it's probably 4-2 is probably in one of the houses though.
Mm. It doesn't say which one. It's just leading me to there.
Yeah, it's you can't
Fucking
quite
Adam
tell.
maps. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Even in space, they're fucked up. Let's see. I think 1,000 years to fix this. Let's go to the left house,
Okay.
or I go there.
Okay. You follow or you go to the left. At this point you're pretty much the person in front. Um and
Can I like signal if there's people behind me to like check the other one?
you can. At this point, Blish and Joran are probably behind you. Angel and JJ, you guys are kind of following up a little bit quick, a little bit behind, but catching up. But you do see TB kind of gesture to go to the other house. So you go. You're going to the left house or the first house that you come up to.
You said it was in between them, so whichever one's the I don't know whatever direction I'm facing.
Hey, let me draw this out for you.
I guess whichever one's like the farthest.
So you guys. So this is the bridge. This is the first house, and this is the second. And your communicator is saying that 4-2 is like right here, but you can clearly see that there's nothing in between.
On the stairs?
No. These are.
I know, we're talking about the drawing behind it. Okay. So like the farther one.
Okay. So you go into the farther one.
Mm-hmm. And I point to people to go into the other one.
Okay. The one that you pass.
Whoever wants to, yeah.
Okay. So Blish and Joran, they're like, all right. They both go towards the closer one. Angel and JJ, what do you guys do?
I think we just stick as a group. I'm just following what TB's doing.
Okay. So TB, you go to the farther house and you open the door. It's during all this too. The yelling. It got. You heard more yelling closer you got. And there's still at least one person that you can tell is screaming. And TB, you open the door, and you see right there one of the humanoid guards. You see what seems to be someone reaching out with their hand, and this stream of dark purple energy is someone like gravitating towards them, and you see this like ray of light burst from their hand, and it's aiming towards this guard's face. And the guard, you see their eyes going completely just bloodshot, and the veins around them turning into black. And the screaming, from what seems to be pain, just comes to a complete stop. And the light and this dark energy stops, and it's a regular, still somewhat dim though, lit room. Can't speak. And the guard just crumples to the floor, already starting to bleed. Same thing that you've already seen. And the person turns around and you see the very familiar figure of seems to be Joran. Same body type, same hair, same face, same outfit. And he stares at you and uh he he sees you, and I need you to roll for me in a tune.
Who's Jordan?
Joran
Yeah, who's that again?
is the guy who is with Blish. And Angel and TV,
So,
you guys are also there as well. You guys are right behind TV, and you see. I need all three of you to roll in a tune for me.
What
Okay.
position?
This is going to be a risky position, and this is going to be a standard effect.
uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Or
So, uh, TB, you feel this like pressure from your head, or this pressure go against your head, and it feels a little bit overwhelming, but it seems very familiar to a hangover that you've had before, pretty rough hangover, and you're able to kind of sustain it for a bit, but it does get overwhelming to where it's almost kind of blinds you for a bit. Angel and JJ, you guys are in so much pain. It's unbearable. And JJ, you've already experienced this before. It's this. Before though, it was this kind of just like exhaustion, like dizziness, and but this time it's just unbearable. It's awful. The pain is getting to you, and both Angel and JJ, you both uh just close your eyes and trying to uh, trying to get rid of the pains in any way, but it's all in vain, and you both go unconscious. So I need both of you to put in level 3 harm unconscious.
Did I
shit.
hear the screams
Yes.
of Angel and JJ?
Yes.
Then I would start running.
Okay. Um,
So wait, who
Joran was.
Jordan killed someone?
You saw what seems to be Joran kill someone. He's turned around, saw you guys, and he uh he tried he started using what seems to be the same energy against you guys. But
But he was behind me though.
he he was last time you knew.
Like just like a second ago, I told him to go to the other building.
Yeah.
Could be a shapeshifter.
Oh shit.
So
So
you
and then for me, you said I just get like a flat, like was it like a flashbang type of thing to me?
it was a kind of a bit of flashbang for you. Um but it wasn't as bad for you as it was for Angel and JJ. Angel and JJ,
Is he just standing there now?
he was and
Or
then
did
he
he?
and then uses flash uh against you, and your vision starts to come clear, and you see you see the last bit of this person go out the window. That was towards where the body was.
So I would see this.
Roll a study for me. It's going to be a desperate position, limited effect. And it's at this point, about maybe 2 segments of the clock is filled. That's a thing I totally forgot. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
A 6. You do see, um, coming out of the window, on the backside of the house, what looks to be Joran, and the Joran looks around and sees you, and gives a kind of like a wink, and then turns the other way, and you try following him, and you hear what seems to be kind of like a snapping sound, and you try going around the house, and there's nothing.
Did he give the same wink as the person I chased the first time?
Yes.
So I'm gonna radio to the guards and just scream, "This thing can fucking change shapes."
You hear in the communicator, um, a bunch of people just kind of yelling out like, "What the fuck?" And some people are saying like, "Can you repeat that?" And the radio is just, the communicator is just going off, and then uh, everyone is muted by Guala. Yeah, saying, "No time for bickering. Get down to the bottom floor right now, and get to the houses on the left side of the bridge."
And then I use it again. He's gone. He was on the left side. He ran. Make sure you stay in pairs.
So at this point, you're probably like right next to the house where Blish and Joran went in, and uh you hear a voice and you recognize it to be Blish and saying, "We found one." And you all hear, or you hear, at least, seems to be beeping coming from inside of the house.
And I run in.
You go in and you see Blish and Joran. Joran, he has his blaster out. Blish, she has her lightsaber at the ready. And you see the other humanoid guard that you saw. He, again, crumpled, dead on the floor. Same thing, blood just oozing out. But in the corner of the room, you see Fortu, who uh, is moving around a bit, kind of happy beeps, and
Happy
yeah,
because he sees me.
he sees or they see uh, Doc.
Oh, so happy to see Doc, but not me.
You're not there.
Blish, where are the
No.
others?
Oh, I
Um,
thought I went to go follow or look for it.
you went into the
Oh, I went to the other one.
yeah.
I don't know.
This is the other house that
Oh,
and Blish says the others went into the other house right next door.
Grab 4-2, meet us in the other house, and then I run to the other house.
Okay. You get there and you see TB kind of standing, they're standing there trying, you're TB, you're kind of just trying to gather yourself still. The flash was intense and you're still just trying to recover from it. But you see Angel and JJ, they're both on the floor, unconscious.
Who's the first one I can get to?
JJ.
Then I go straight to JJ and Is JJ alive?
They are both alive, but they are both just unconscious.
Can I try to doctor JJ to get her awake?
Yeah. Roll doctor. This is gonna be a risky position. Standard effect. 4. So you try. You take a little bit, just trying to look over JJ. Doesn't seem to be any exterior wounds. Nothing. No bleeding. No visible bruiseness. But you try using different methods that you know from your background as a doctor, and you try using this little some little salts to try and maybe awake JJ, and you bring the little concoction that you've made uh, right under JJ's nose, and it takes a couple seconds, but then you start seeing JJ's eyes start kind of fluttering a little bit, and JJ, you now have instead of level 3 harm, it's down to level 1 just exhaustion,
Bad headache.
And I'm
migraine.
gonna do the same for Angel.
Okay.
Where's the Motrin?
Jesus. Well, that's a crit. So that's one gambit, unfortunately, that you guys get instead of
Hey,
2.
that's a gambit we didn't have.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So with Angel, same thing. No visible wounds, nothing. But Angel still being though same race as you as a human, you know, kind of just know what to do. And again, you use the salts and the same concoction again still, and it takes a little bit quicker actually than JJ to get Angel up. And Angel, you start waking up again. The instant you wake up, it is that pain is still kind of there, but you feel like you still have a little bit of energy to you, a bit. So, um, nothing, nothing to, nothing that you haven't handled before. So you're good. You have no level 3 harm anymore, and you have nothing.
Sweet. Thanks, Doc. And then look around. What the fuck was that?
Um,
Is anybody anything like? What's the room like?
the room is very similar to what you guys slept in. Kind of, there was 2 bedrooms or two beds instead of 4. Um, and there was the window. Where it was kind of smaller in your guys' room. Here it's pretty average size. You can go through it, and it's open. And again, on the floor though, you do see the body of the guard, and it's the same thing: black veins, pale skin, and blood just oozing.
Okay, so it's me, Doc, and JJ in the room.
All
Or
four,
TV's there too.
all 4
We're
of you
all
guys
there.
are there.
Okay.
After I
Um,
make sure that they're awake, I'm just
mhm.
be like, thing's a shapeshifter. Don't trust anything. I'll be back. And then I run out.
Oh shit!
I'm sure that won't cause confusion.
Wait a second. Put a red X on your head.
Yeah.
Ask one
And I don't
question that
know.
only we would know.
I'm
I'm
running
actually
back to
gonna
the
do
first
that.
body.
I'm gonna take out like some lipstick or something and put X's on our heads.
Okay.
Not dogs because he's gone, but
You
You
can
got
put it on my ass cheek.
I'll do it there too.
Yay! I'm a slut now.
X
Now.
marks the spot.
A space slut. And,
So, anyways, so
We still gotta find our little guys, our little its.
no, it's in there, right?
4-2,
4-2?
Blish,
Oh,
Doc,
but
Doc.
we still have to find angels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
we need Jin.
got when Doc, uh, yeah, so yeah, Doc went. He's gone towards the Toydarian. And uh, Blish and Joran start coming by. You start hearing footsteps, and you see it's them. And Blish says, "What the fuck happened? Are you guys all right?"
Oh shit, smart. Um, wait, Blish was the same race as TB, right?
Yes, the Togruta as Ahsoka.
And yeah, and he was with us on the ship,
Uh, Blish was
right?
she
Like he's
was
been
Joran is a human. Blish is a
okay.
Togruta.
Right. Because I want to like make sure I want to ask him something about like the ship that only they would know. Uh,
To ask Joran.
yeah. Just something about the inside, like I don't know, like what color's our kitchen table or something.
Even I don't even know what that is. What
Well,
color
yeah,
that
no, I
is?
don't know, but like, I just like, would they? I just want to
Okay,
know if
yeah.
they know it. Like, I'm just testing to
Um,
see if they're the
What
shapeshifter
color
or
are
not.
my
Because
pubes?
now it's the thing rules, and we gotta
um,
test everybody.
um, roll, roll a command.
Not my forte.
This is a control position standard effect.
Okay. Hey, big 6.
4. Okay.
Oh shit, 4, because I'm bad at it.
I mean, it's still okay.
Pick your 06.
So you ask him a question. What colors? What color is the kitchen counter table? And he's
Good
like,
question. You're not wearing any.
he says, I beg your pardon.
There's a shapeshifter there around. I gotta know if it's you. Answer the question.
Um, fuck.
And I look to Jamie with I look to JJ with her hand on the holster.
Uh, he says, fucking, was it like a baby blue? I think, and that's some color. If you guys want to be baby blue for the, it's the
Yeah,
what
whatever.
what
I just are they right?
yeah, they are right.
Okay. Cool.
Blish notices though JJ's hand on the
Wrong, I'm
blaster,
Commander.
Yeah, I'm done with baby blue.
and Blish is like, "What the fuck just happened? Why are you questioning him?"
We just got jumped really badly. and I also got jumped at the ship. So honestly, they could have known that answer.
Shit.
Fuck.
Do we know how many there are?
I spank him.
Right now we think it's just one person, right?
From what you can gather, it seems like
Oh, that's true.
it might just be one person.
I spank him.
You sping Joran.
Yeah, and I wink at him.
He kind of acts the same like he did from the previous day. So yeah, at least to you, TV, it's him. Like he seems clean.
Clean.
Yeah.
Oh, we're using that type of language? Okay.
Is 4-2 in the room with us now?
4-2 is coming up right behind Blish and Joran, and he's beeping very loudly.
But no Jin?
No Jin.
Ask your droid where Jin is.
Beep boop bop boop bop beep beep beep. Jin. Boop bop bop.
You look at your communicator with the translate, and you see 4-2 typing. Okay, first of all, what you said was really rude. And second, I don't know where Jin is. We saw the Mantis Man from the asteroid, and saw JJ. There was a big blinding light, and last thing I knew, I was here, and none of my stuff worked until just a little bit ago. I could not communicate to anybody.
You teleported here? Or you turned off at a certain time?
I saw a blinding light, and I turned off.
Oh my god.
Are there cameras around?
Roll a study. This is a control position standard effect.
I mean, look at the picture. Does it look like there's cameras? I'm just
Hey, there's elevators. I don't know. Those usually have cameras so people don't pee in them.
Does this place look like they care if they pee in an elevator? I'm just kidding.
Wow.
A 5.
They encourage it.
The only thing really that there doesn't seem to be any cameras around the huts, but you do remember there being a couple around the spire, like on the actual spire building, but not on the houses.
And to get out of the hangar, would they have to go through the spire building?
Yes.
Okay. And have we seen like a room or a floor that's like security area?
In the spire?
Yeah.
From what you could tell, it might be, it's either the top or the bottom of the spire.
Oh, it can't be verse.
No, that's where your ship is.
Oh,
Are we closer to the top or the bottom now?
I mean, you guys are you're on the lobby floor. There's but you don't know if there is like a basement area or not.
Okay. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna try to find a camera room and go back, go to the elevator and try and get to the basement or see, as low as I can go.
There's no way we can use the thing, my communicating thing, to try to look for your thing.
Well, not for Jin. Jin doesn't have a communicator, I don't think.
No.
And I don't imagine it's chipped or anything. I don't think that's a thing.
He's not chipped. He's not chipped. He's not neutered. He's not spayed.
Definitely not. Jin fucks. Yeah, okay. So now I'm on a mission for camera room.
Okay. I keep forgetting that, but I keep forgetting the doc is here. It's
Yeah.
probably at this point that the clock is filled up. And security is all of you start noticing security coming through. Doc, you're at the body. It's still there. Nothing's moved. All of you start noticing though bigger crowds of people from the houses coming around. Everyone's talking. But you see this big group. It's probably about maybe a 15 or so guards. Most of them humanoid, some Tordarian. And you see this tall, probably like 6'6", tall Syrian man with really dark olive skin, and he comes up and he goes up to Doc and he says, I'm Guala. I'm assuming you're the one that wasn't with the or that communicated with me.
And I hand him back the communicator.
He says, "Thank you." How?
This one, there's one here, and then I point at each one of the houses. There's one more in each house. All the same as the people who've died earlier. It's a thing that's shapeshifting. I was the one that chased it in the first place after the first death. And then I saw it down here. It's literally changing into different people.
Fuck.
We have to mark you with the X.
Yeah, that's true.
Somewhere that it can't see it though, so it doesn't know that it can put one on itself.
Guala says, "Thank you. I'm
Put
sorry."
it on its left nut. I'm just kidding.
You're not even there. You're
I'm not.
I've studied the body, and I don't know what's happening to them, but I know my team, and I point at the second house. My team's in the second house. They saw it, and they're still alive. So you might want to ask them questions.
All right. Thank you. We're gonna be having more security come in a bit, but we're now having everyone stay near their ships during curfew.
Near the ships or the house?
You guys can stay on your ships during curfew.
Perfect.
All right. And he starts commanding some of the guards to start examining the bodies, trying to analyze and see. And he says, your friends are in the second house?
They are in the second house, right?
Can you get
I
them?
point at the house. I point at the house that I know that I left them in.
Okay. Can you bring them to me?
Sure. And then I go back to the second house.
All right. Blish and Joran are also there. Joran, he looks over to you, Angel, and he says, "So why the question? I know you said shapeshifter, but why me?"
It
Because the
looked like
shapeshifter
you
could be
asked.
anybody. Walk and talk, buddy. I'm
It looked
on
like
my
you
way to the
asked.
elevator.
Hmm.
I saw it.
Oh, did it? Is that who got us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I saw last.
Oh, shit.
What?
It looked like you, then it ran out the window.
Actually, that was making me think. I saw Rashig on the ship, and if the shapeshifter's turning into people around here, Rashig wasn't on here. He was last seen on that one asteroid or meteor. So, is
Maybe
the
it's
shapeshifter reading our minds, or can it like see people we know?
that's what I was about to say when you were saying that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
No, like I'm reading your mind. What if we could read each other's minds?
Oh
TB's
no, we're
shapeshifter
all
killer.
connected.
Show
uh,
us your mechanical parts.
4-2 sends out a message to all of you and says, "This isn't fucking funny. I almost died."
Okay, but
Us
really,
too.
like it's
Who
seeing,
doesn't
it's
know that?
making
He
us
was
see
powered
people
off.
that we know. So, all jokes aside, it has either been around us or it's just making us think we're seeing people we know.
Okay. Bliss, she pops up and she says, "Okay, so far we've seen this person change into what, 2, 3 people that we knew? How many?"
Well, it was Rashig. Who did you see, TB?
The one that's in the same room with us.
Joran.
Yeah.
And who did you see, Doc?
I'm not here yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, it's probably like during this moment though that you guys start hearing footsteps, and Doc is about to enter.
Doc just busts through the door.
Okay,
Bust it.
fucking
Hey,
just
head guard wants to talk to you guys.
um, and it's at this that Goala comes through, and he says, or he closes the door behind him, and he looks at all of you, and he says, "I was told that you guys saw the person last. Is that true?"
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly.
While they're doing this, can I attune to see if they're giving me any vibes?
Sure. This is going to be a risky position.
Good vibes only.
This is going to be a risky position. Standard effect. 6. So you get another gambit. Um, so you connect to the force, and you start uh trying to uh just try to get a feel for Goala, and as far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be anything mysterious. It does not seem like he knows the force at all, and just seems like a regular person.
Perfect. Thank you.
um I was told that this person was a shapeshifter, and I was told that he seems to be, or this person seems to be, uh, becoming people that others have known. How many people have you recognized here, or since you've been here?
How many of you guys?
I saw one.
Okay.
Angel?
I'm gone. I'm trying to get to the basement.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I didn't know you were gone. Shit.
uh,
TB?
Um, I'm following too because I want to help.
Oh, I thought you were with 4-2.
you want a flashback?
Tortu's okay now.
Is 4-2 with you? You want a flashback?
Sure.
Okay. So you flashback. You decide to go with Angel. Uh, so right now in the room, it's JJ, Doc, Blish, and Joran. With
Bullish, how many did Angel and TB say that they saw?
um, TB said that the person looked like Joran, and other than that, I don't think Angel said that the person looked like someone that she recognized.
Okay, then I turn to Guala. That means we've seen this thing and it's turned into 4 different people.
4.
4. We got Joran from the first 2. We got Mantis Rashig from JJ. We've got the Twi'lek Zagria that I knew, and then it's, I don't want to say original form because I don't know if it is, but then the one I chased at the beginning.
Okay. Um, if you guys can just give me a description of everything, of what these people look like, then I can send you guys on your way. During this, Angel and TB and 4-2, you guys going through the crowds and everything, um, and you guys make it to the lobby. And while you're there, there's not that many people there at all, and except from what you can tell, there's the receptionist and like maybe from what you can gather, maybe like 2 people just sitting around. One's at the bar. Then there's the bartender, so in total, 4 people.
It's just a bar area.
A bar and then the reception. And then the elevator in the middle.
So I'll go to reception then. I'll ask. Excuse me, where can I find security kind of base? I'm missing something. I think I need. And just try like really flustered. Just I need help. I don't know how to.
Lost and found.
Just
Like, do you have?
Roll a sway for me. It's going to be a desperate position standard effect.
We have 2 gambits, Smile.
What?
I'm pretty good at sway. I might save that for the hacking part. But thank you.
Oh, hey, come on.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
The dice are working for you
She's taking
finally.
the
Yeah, they're
land
like, you
there.
gotta find it.
It's
Um,
legit.
the reception is like, "Oh, well, we actually we have 2 places really. Are you saying like it's are you losing something in like our security rooms?"
I want to see if there's somebody that is watching the cameras. I think maybe they could have seen something. Uh, Please, I need it fast.
Okay. If you take the elevator um and you press on the basement, there's a basement button. It's at the very bottom. Uh you're going to need a password for it. Just put in uh 5 05251977.
517 0 0 5
Zero
2
five
5 1
1977.
0 5 1 9 7 7. Thank you so much. You're you're the best. And just bounce.
Okay.
05251977. Okay.
So you go to the elevator with TB and 42, and you go the the basement button is uh it's at the very bottom. You have to like crouch to press it.
Okay.
But once you do, um on like the middle area or on the left side, a touchpad appears and it says please enter password.
All right. Slam it in there.
All right. Uh you enter it and you start feeling uh the elevator start going down a bit, and it takes a couple seconds, but then it opens and you uh you see uh it opens and it's very dimly lit at first, but then as you guys start walking, it's the lights start coming on because it starts noticing it has kind of motion sensitivity, but it starts going on, and you can go either left or right because in front of you is just a wall.
Is there a sign or anything?
Make a study for me. This is going to be a control position limited effect because of uh you'll see.
Okay. Oh wait, and I get an XP for the desperate, right?
Yes.
Earlier. Sweet. Balls.
There doesn't seem to be really any signs, just left or right.
And there's no difference left or right. Like one is one brighter
Um, all I'll say is left seems like there might be more doors.
or. All right, let's try left.
Okay. You guys go left, and we'll take a break. So,
All right.
take a little bathroom break for
Yeah.
anybody.
Yay.
Camera's on, right?
Scared for my little guy.
It's gonna be okay. He has a lightsaber on him.
Well, maybe not for long.
No, he
Doesn't
doesn't.
he or no? Oh, you have it, yeah.
No, he does. No, I don't.
Or, well, we don't know.
Is it
you
on the
have
ship?
Yeah, it's on the ship.
Oh,
Or it was on the ship. I don't know if it's still on the ship.
well, did you hide
True,
it when
he
you put
is
the camera on
scrappy.
the ship?
He is a genius. That is in the description. I don't know. I don't know if he would have taken it.
Doc knows
I
where
don't
he
remember
hides
where
it.
it last was. Okay, yeah, right.
What was the good hiding spot?
It's pretty
Mm,
good.
it's good. It's not great, but it's good.
Yeah, good enough.
Why are you worried about? I'm just kidding.
Because it's a damn lightsaber. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna refill my water.
I'm gonna quickly use the restroom. I'll be right back. Sorry, give me a second. I'm looking through some things. Oh, oh, am I working? Shit. Oh, pull up Kate's stream. Okay, I will be right back. So, uh, alrighty, I'm back. Hello.
Hey,
Well,
so I'm trying to think about if whether Jin would have had the lightsaber. Were we originally expecting trouble here?
Um, what do you mean by trouble?
Um, like we didn't come here. Or I guess he was on. If he got taken from the ship, then he wouldn't have had it on it. So yeah, I think maybe he would have taken it if he left the ship. But I just saw that he was taken from the ship, so I don't think he would have had it on him
Well, what if he was
as an
playing
overnight
with it?
stop. Okay.
What if he was playing with it though?
I think he knows better than to play with it. He's a genius. I mean, as far as
Alright.
pets go,
Genius.
anyway. Genius for a weird
Uh,
monkey reptile.
Geniuses don't get caught. I'm just kidding.
IQ is probably like 98 at best.
I mean, what does the average American IQ is 100?
I like geniuses that don't get caught. Just kidding.
Is everybody here?
Yes.
Okay. Doc. He is dead. Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
It's like 40 degrees outside, and I'm still drinking ice water.
Shit.
It's. I wish that was for me. I wish it was cold. My room is on fire.
Yeah, it's been like 100 degrees here this week.
It's been raining on and off. It fucking snowed a few days ago. In the
Dang.
rain.
The nerve.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, let's continue. So Angel and TV, you guys are going left. During this, going back to JJ and Doc, you guys finish up filling out the description of the people that you recognized, and Wallace says, "All right, I'll definitely I'll try to keep an eye out for them. You guys try to be safe. And again, you can stay on your ship if you want." And he then says, "I'm gonna go uh, work on the bodies and see if there's any clue." So
Can I ask for a favor?
what?
Can you take me to the room with all the cameras and let me look over footage?
Um, roll. Let me look at this. Roll me a
Might get
sway.
real awkward real quick.
Roll me a sway.
Possession.
Controlled standard.
I'm gonna use a gambit.
Okay.
Give me a die.
Damn. Okay. Um, Koala, he looks at you and he says, sure. Do you think the cameras might pick up on something?
I mean, my first chase was out in public. The second where I pointed at the thing and the 3 guards ran off was in the middle of the area, and then whenever he just jumped out the window and went up was outside, so maybe they picked something up.
Um,
It allows me to help without actually being out so where you have to worry about me. You know what I mean?
you got a point. All right. Um, all of you, are all of you also going? He gestures to JJ and Lichtenjoren. Lichtenjoren, they say, absolutely.
I would prefer us all stay together.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's go. So you will uh, all of you start heading out of the house. There's a couple guards still patrolling around, looking for anything. And as you guys are walking, JJ, I need you to roll a study for me.
Okay, position.
Uh, controlled standard. 3. Um, you do notice um a little bit in the crowd, um some people you do notice you can't or you feel like people are watching you, but you can't figure out exactly where. You don't know if it's the guards or if it's people from the crowd or if it's somewhere else, but you feel like someone's watching you. Or at least your group.
Yeah, stuff doesn't feel right.
What do you mean? Or Blish says this to you.
I can tell when people are they're usually looking at us, and this feels very awkward.
Um okay. Uh Everyone keep an eye out and see if anyone's acting different. And well, he doesn't hear any of this, but he, if anything, he's telling you guys to try to keep up. So
Guala, bring an extra guard.
why?
Whenever you leave, you're gonna want a buddy to come back up.
All right. He points at one of the human guards and he says, "Zell, come with us." And you see a seems to be a human man come, and you see he has his blaster at the ready, just looking around, kind of from what you can tell on his face, he seems very, very stressed. Doesn't know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, so you guys start heading towards the spire. Meanwhile, Angel and TB, you guys go left in the hallway, um, and in the hallway you see seems to be about 4 doors. 2 on the left side of this hallway, one further ahead, on the right, and one that's straight ahead.
Are they marked at all?
Roll steady.
Controlled?
Control position, standard effect. 2. None of them seem like they're labeled.
Alright, we'll just go down the line, whatever's closest.
Okay. There's the closest one is the door on the left. You take a peek inside. And you look, and it's actually the lost and found. And inside, there is in the lost and found, you see mainly clothes and stuff, but you do from your watchful eye, you do notice what seems to be a cred sticking out of a pocket.
Hell yeah. I'm taking that shit.
Okay.
Nobody's in there, right? It's
No.
just a room of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy in front of the box that just sees you
Yeah,
take it.
shit.
He's just like, really, dude?
It's actually his
Oh, it's
pants.
mine. I lost it.
Yeah.
It's sticking out of his pants. Shit. All right, yeah, I'll just grab it and go on to the next one.
Okay. At this point, a clock starts, and we're gonna put it for TB.
For me,
Yeah. I need you to
why?
make a clock. It's gonna be Guala and the rest of the gang.
Koala?
The one that's leading the rest. It's that.
How many segments?
This is going to be about 6.
Okay.
And one segment has now been filled. So you guys are continuing onward?
Yep, next door.
Okay. Next door is the one on the right. You open it, and inside, it seems to be like maybe like not lost and found, but more so storage for like parts, files, uh, little knickknacks.
Are there any like small parts that stick out, like something I can just stick in a pocket or a small bag?
Can I
Roll.
say that I
Either
looked
that's
at
helpful or
the?
valuable.
Can I say that I looked at the room next door? Well, they looked in that one. Like we both opened the door and like look in
So you want to go to the next door?
different room.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Before you do that, Angel, roll a study again for me. This is going to be a risky position, standard effect. 4. Okay. So you look around, you notice like maybe a couple like thumb drive looking things, some little sticks. And there's one that kind of catches your eye a little bit. As you kind of go towards it, you do hear, it sounds like maybe mechanical footsteps.
Okay, then I'll just leave it and I'll close the door.
Okay. And then TB, you go into the next door, the third one, the second one on the left side, and inside, you do find what seems to be kind of like a break room. There's it seems to be like maybe some snacks on a table, a little fridge, some miscellaneous things, but the thing that does catch your eye is one cred that's sitting on top of the fridge, and you go over
Is
there.
anyone else in there?
No.
I snatch the cred and then I pocket like several snacks in different pockets in my
Okay.
jacket.
Okay.
So like I come out walking and I have like wrappers of things popping out from my jacket. And I'm just like, nope, no nothing there. No.
4-2 beeps at you, and you look at your communicator, and he's like, "Care to share with the room?"
I throw on like a bag of nuts or some shit like that.
Space nuts.
Actual literal like bolts.
He starts like rocking back or left and right, and kind of in anger.
You don't like that shit? I don't know what you eat.
He said,
You're a robot.
he types back, "I'm allergic."
Oh my god.
So
I'm sorry,
dramatic.
lug nuts.
I have a lug nut allergy.
Fucking high maintenance ass bitch.
And as at this point, another segment of the clock fills up.
Beggars can't be choosers, bitch. The fuck? Okay.
It's probably at this point JJ, Doc, Goala, and Blish and Jorn are in the lobby. But now there's one door left, and it's at the very far end.
Over the last door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going for it.
All right. You guys open the door, and inside you see this room that's maybe 20 feet by 20 feet or so, and on the far end of the wall is just covered from one end of the wall or one corner to the other corner of just screens of cameras. Most of them, from what you can tell, are looking at the docks, the docking stations, and you do see though some of them seem to be not working. Probably they just need to be checked, or they need to be reset and things like that. But each of them have labels of different stations and things like that. And you do notice near the middle, where there's a control panel, you do notice a couple, maybe about half dozen that say like lobby, and then like lobby bar, lobby entrance, outside lobby, things like that.
Are these recorded?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I want to shut the door, and if possible, leave my drone, like, to as like a motion sensor under the crack of the door, just to see if, just to let us know if anybody's coming, if that's possible.
Okay.
So wait, so did we get in here ourselves and then we don't even know that they're also on their way here?
You guys do not
Right.
know that
Okay.
that they're on their
So
way.
this
But I
whole
did
time we're
hear.
just all like, okay, we're looking for it. Well, like,
Mm-hmm. And we don't know that they're coming. But also, and I'll tell you that I did hear footsteps that I think are droids. Is there anywhere around, like before it gets started, is there anywhere around that could be a hiding spot in case something does come in here?
There's like roll a steady. This is a control position standard effect. There's a locker nearby. Like it's the control panel and then the wall of the screens, and then to like the far left of the door seems to be just one locker, and it might be able to fit one of you two. There's no way it would fit 4-2.
can I have like, is there somewhere around that 4-2 could like plug in and like get the recordings if there is a recording?
Um,
Oh, nice.
there is the control panel.
Like, is
Um,
there any sort of like thing that looks like there's like a droid hookup thing for the control panel?
roll a steady for me. The control position standard effect.
1. Oh my god. I
Um,
just start pressing buttons. This rewind is this.
Everything shuts down.
um, there's
No.
there's on the control panel, probably not. It doesn't seem, at least there doesn't seem to be really anything where 4.2 can hook up to. Like, there's no like port. It's mainly just buttons and like one keyboard and a little touch screen. Um, and another
But the
seg-
Thunderbolt is supposed to work either way.
another segment of the clock fills up. You, JJ, Doc, and the rest have probably entered, or they have now entered the elevator. You guys are in, and you all notice Goala putting in what seems to be a password for the basement, and you guys start feeling the motion of going down. Um, so you guys are trying to look around, and uh, as you're looking though, TV, you do notice on the screen, um, what seems to be, uh, you're looking specifically at the lobby entrance, and you do actually, you guys do see the rest of the gang coming through uh the entrance and going to the lobby, going to the elevator and going in. So you guys know that they're at least in the elevator. You don't know if they're going up or down, but you do
Hey,
know.
you're distracting them. What are we doing?
um 4.2 is kind of just like beeping,
Like, is there a
and
rewind button somewhere? Is there knobs I can turn?
uh roll.
I still have like the 1 on the star, so I'm just like,
Yeah. Roll
Yeah,
actually.
I came here to do this.
I'll have both of you actually do it. Both you guys roll a hack for me.
What's the just control
Yeah,
standard?
yeah, control standard. Two. So TV, uh, Angel, you're trying to look around on the control panel, and this control panel, you've never really seen anything like this before, um, and you try testing buttons to just see like what they do. You do end up accidentally shutting off a couple of the dock station cameras.
You didn't say the magic word.
Oh no.
God damn it! What's the magic word
Please.
in their language?
Um.
It's like raw, raw, raw. Hop, stop, stop, gee. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, baby, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my god, Dan.
You know,
Yeah, I do.
now
Um,
everything's in English.
yeah. Um,
I'm not even from Murray.
but TV, you've seen this before. It's nothing too different from like a ship that you've dealt with before, one of those like smart ships. Uh, and you're able to quickly sell like where you like which camera you can control. You can rewind. Each camera does have a timestamp, and it's at this point another segment of the clock fills up to
Can I
4.
maybe try and see, like, were we in a certain area when stuff happened?
You guys were everyone except for JJ. JJ was in the ship uh when she encountered Rashig. You guys were if I remember correctly, you guys weren't at your house, or you were outside it, and or I think you were at the entrance of the lobby. I think you were at the entrance of the lobby, and that's when that was when the boy was killed.
I want to try and see if I was thinking more of like just recent, like for us to try to see if we was any of us chasing that person or following that person on camera.
The very first person from the last session,
I
or
guess.
okay. Um, roll then a
Like just to see if it's like someone that I recognize or whatever. Maybe it looks different
okay.
to me.
Okay, yeah.
Like if we can kind of try and track that person down.
Okay.
See if it's the shapeshifter thing.
So you go back into you rewind to yesterday, or not yesterday, to this morning, this very like super early 6-7 o'clock ish, and you you do see you do this to a couple of cameras, and you can kind of get the hang of understanding this control panel a bit, and you do see on one of the cameras facing towards the homes and the bridges, you do see like Doc and Blish and Joran running, chasing something. What's really weird though is
And I like try to scrub it and like get the frame where it's in frame.
roll a roll another hack for me. This is a control position standard effect.
1. Oh my god.
You try scrubbing and everything, but the thing that was really weird though about this being is that it doesn't it does not look anything like the person that Doc and the others have described. It doesn't look like a different person. It just looks like a different being, like almost supernatural.
It's a vampire.
Fuck.
A space vampire.
So I raised my collar up.
Another segment of the clock fills up.
So are we at 5?
Uh,
4.
4. Yeah, 4. Um, Guala and the rest have probably or have now gone to the floor where you guys are at. GJ.
Angel, this thing is not. Come here, look at this. I kind of show her.
Come here, I'm already over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like
What?
looking the other shoulder. I'm like, come on. Oh shit, mother. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Did you see that?
Just slap your cheek a little bit.
Yeah.
White woman jump scare.
Oh god.
Um,
um
And also, Angel, when you do see the screen, it's the same thing too. It does not look like anything that the others have described. It's some weird like. It's hard to tell though. It's even even in space times, it's 144p.
I swear I just read this book about this called The Outsider. It's crazy. It's a Stephen King book. It's a classic.
That's a big book.
Pretty big.
Uh, so we saw the weird person, supernaturally person, but did it look like they were carrying Jin and or the droid, 4-2?
Um, when it was are you asking when it was Joran?
Well, just whenever we saw it, like, because I wanted to look specifically at our ship, and like, because that's where we last saw him. So that was my plan coming into this. I don't know if that's what we looked at yet.
No, yeah, you guys have now looked. This is you guys are looking at cameras when you guys still had Jin and 4-2. So before.
Can we try and like trace us to see when they were taken? Like if it was right behind us?
Well, so
But we do know it was from the ship, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
JJ told us it was from the ship. So I think if we just like rewind, but still watch whatever
Like at that
camera
time?
is
Do we
on
know
the
what
Yeah.
ship.
time exactly?
Yeah. If you guys want to, you guys look around the walls a bit, and you do find the camera for the I3 docking station.
Yeah.
And you see it, and it kind of has a not a super close view of your ship, but your ship is definitely in frame of the camera.
Oh,
And
there's our ship. Look at. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, TV. You fucking ass.
Hey,
What?
I am what I eat.
You gonna hit a girl?
God.
I mean, I hit a blork block, so.
That's fucked up.
Exactly.
Oh my God, the
It
girls
was
are
a
fighting.
child, too.
Jesus. um
To the tapes.
to the tapes. You do look at it, and you have a rough idea of, or like a rough time frame when everything happened. Um and you look at the camera, and you do see some kind of movement. You can't really enhance to actually see it, or movement from the uh the cockpit. But again, you can't really enhance it to see exactly. Um, and when it gets roughly to the time of when you think JJ has confronted Rashig, and and uh, what was it? You see on the camera a bright white flash. It blinds the camera, and then the ship. You see the shape that you did see in the cockpit uh, is not there. It's at this moment that another segment of the clock fills up, um, and Guala takes a left during this, and it's Angel, Doc, JJ, Blish, and Jordan. You guys are following Guala, and you guys are now starting to go down the hallway, and Angel, you do get the notification from your drone that people are here.
Oh shit. Okay, I do have my goggles on. Can I like? Is it possible to see through the drone to see who it is?
Um, yes. I would say we've done this before, and I totally forgot the action that we did. I think it was I th- I think you did study. Yeah, it was study with your goggles.
Okay.
This is a risky position. It's gonna be a great effect.
Um. Okay. Womp womp.
You can't really tell what uh you just see like a lot of figures, but you can't really quite uh tell because everyone notices JJ and Doc and Blish and Jorn, you all recognize the drone as angels. And Guala sees it and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I guess we found the other 2 members of our group.
And it's at this moment that the clock fills up. And uh
I want to hide in the thing, in the locker. I'll tell
And I'm
TV
still
someone's here, and I go
standing.
straight. Yeah, I go straight.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I'll
still
tell you. Like,
standing at the console, like with my hands over it, like. So they walk in, and I'm like looking backwards, like trying to find, the next tab that doesn't have, like that's how I'm like
when
I'm
it,
getting like I think I'm caught or some shit like that. I don't know. So I'm just like
you looking at
standing.
porn?
There's so many screens.
how much do you need? Right, so
Listen, it
after
was a
you let me know someone's
virus.
here, and I
There's
go hide in the locker.
4,863 sites. Okay, in this region alone. I'm just kidding.
Over 6
NordVPN.
million forms of pornography. All right,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
Blork
hiding.
blocks. Fucking Mork leaks.
My God.
Ew, your
Yeah.
morgue shouldn't leak. Anyway.
It's more often
Yeah.
than you think.
Oh my god.
So, God
Get
damn
your Mork leak cluster
it.
today.
God
Be
damn it.
responsible.
God damn it. Oh, I miss this. I really do. um
Well, you probably should let me go in first.
you guys Gual is like, "What the fuck?" And he has his blaster on his holster. And you guys start passing the doors, and the door to the right opens up, and the Joran is right next to that door, and the door just opens up, and you all turn, and you see
The
uh
other Lord? Oh.
you see coming through the door frame uh a sword, and before Joran has time to react, the sword goes straight through his head,
Oh my god!
and Blish
I don't
turns,
see this thing.
and she yells out in terror to Jorn, and you all see everyone except for Angel and TB.
Yeah, we're not in that room.
Yeah, and uh the sword comes back out, and Jorn just goes limp. And uh do you want to use it, JJ?
Mm, well, actually, maybe not.
If you want to, it's up to you.
Maybe just to be safe, no.
Okay. So Blish immediately, or she's a little bit stunned, and she's just staring at Jorn's lifeless body, just crumpled on the floor, and out coming from the the doorway, JJ, you recognize as Gideon, and he's holding his sword, uh, all bloodied, dripping with blood, and he he yells out behind him, "I got him! I got the fucker!" And uh, you all start hearing footsteps coming from behind him, and uh, you start seeing the rest of his crew, the other Deveronians, coming through. And JJ, you aim your gun at him, and he sees you, and he says, "I thought you were someone that I could trust. I didn't realize that you were harboring a killer."
You say that, but the only person I've seen kill anyone is you right this second.
I'm gonna run straight to Jorn.
Um,
Is there any life left in him?
uh, you can either roll an attune or a doctor. It's up to you.
It doesn't matter. You tell me.
Roll a doctor.
Position?
Risky, and this is standard effect. 6. You get a gambit. Um, it is very, very clear that Joran is dead. The sword went straight through his head.
I'm gonna rush him.
Okay.
Running straight at the dude with the sword.
At Gideon.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll then. Uh, like you're gonna run at him and do what?
Try to tackle him.
Tackle him. Okay. Roll a scrap for me.
Position.
This is a desperate position, and it's gonna be
Oh my god.
standard effect. 6. You get an experience.
Lol.
You get an experience point. Goddamn.
Nice.
So yeah, JJ, you were you you're probably the one closest next to Blish, and you just notice this like blur right beside you, just past you, and it's Doc, and he just runs and tackles Gideon, and uh Gideon does drop his sword.
Can I grab it?
Uh roll a
Can I use the force to make it come to my hand?
Oh shit.
yeah, sure. This is going to be a risky position, and it's going to be limited effect.
I'm gonna use the gambit I just got to make it standard effect.
Okay.
Oh
God
my
damn
God.
it. God damn it, Doc.
He's got main
Yeah.
character syndrome.
Yup.
God damn. Well, you get another Well, no. You use the gambit.
I
Shit.
used
Wait.
the gambit.
Hang
I
on,
know.
wait a minute. Isn't
But
that...
it's a crit.
It is a crit, but...
Tilt says hi, Hawk.
Oh.
Hey, Tim.
I'm just looking through. I don't remember if that was a... a thing or not. I think I'm with one of you guys.
It's your campaign. You tell us.
Oh no, I'm trying to remember. I think it was with JJ's. The
Oh, the special ability. Yeah, that's
yeah,
me.
yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna say, in the case of if you use a gambit and you get a crit, uh, then that gambit is uh just put back in the pool. So you don't lose or win any. So
Right on. I dig it.
it's my campaign. Eat my ass. All right.
I do what I want.
Mhm.
So yeah, you use the force, quickly grab the sword, and you have it at his neck. However, you do hear the cock of a gun, and you do note. You look up, and you see it was the one Daveronian that you were talking to in the elevator uh, last session.
Yeah.
Um, and she looks at you and she says, "I wouldn't do that."
Put it down or he dies.
And you hear behind the doorway, or you can see in that room, uh, one of the Deveronians you recognize was the one that was holding the body of the first one, and saying, "He killed your guy killed one of our own. We only did what was right."
He didn't kill anyone. The thing that's been killing everybody is a fucking shapeshifter.
Gideon, he looks at you and he says, "Don't bullshit. I saw
I
it."
don't bullshit. Put
Um,
the weapons down or he dies.
roll a command.
Lol.
This is a risky position, standard effect.
I'm going to use a bonus die.
Okay. A gambit. So,
Yeah.
okay. A 5. So you see it takes a little bit. There's a strong tension and a very long pause. And Guala, he's at the doorway, and he doesn't have his blaster pulled out, but he has his hand on his holster. Um and uh you start seeing the one Daveronian with the blaster aimed at you. She lowers it, and the one behind her, not the one that screamed out or that accused Joran, but the other one who had a spear, uh, lowers it as well. And uh, I don't know if JJ, do you lower yours?
No, I don't.
Okay.
With the
Uh,
sword still to his neck, I get up and pull him up with me.
okay. Uh, Blish. Um, During this time, she she finally breaks out of her um kind of her grief a little bit, and she looks at uh Gideon and she says, "You're a monster. Joran was loyal. He was a good man. He didn't deserve this." And Gideon says, "I saw him get away from the scene. I knew he was the one. This shape shifting bullshit. I don't. There's no way. It's not possible.
I push him towards Guala.
Okay.
Guala, you just saw this man commit murder.
I did. And he takes out some handcuffs and uh he cuffs Gideon, and the Deveronian who had the blaster, she says, wait. You can't just take him. We need him. And Guala, he says this man just committed a murder, and by default he is a suspect. And Blish says he needs to be executed right now. And she starts charging towards Gideon.
Can you shoot first and grab her?
Not shoot her, but try to grab her.
Yeah, because it says if it's a question about who acts first. So technically that would be an act, right?
And there's a question about who acts first. Yeah, I can let you can do it. I'm gonna need you though to roll. I need you to roll uh a scrap. You're not technically attacking, but it's just to grapple, kind of.
Right.
This will be a desperate position standard effect.
Okay. Oh, and on desperate rolls, I get a gambit.
When you make a desperate roll, you may take plus 1d.
Oh no,
If
it's never tell me the odds.
oh, never saw. Oh yeah. Um. Yeah. You do get a gambit. And you can also use Daredevil to take a plus 1d. If you do that though, you do not get XP.
Ooh, that's true. I'll take the 1D.
Okay. So you do not get an experience point.
And we
Right.
still have an extra gambit if you want it.
I should be good. I think. Hopefully. It's gonna be all ones.
A 5. You quickly act on Blish. She starts running, and you quickly just turn and grab her. You only need. At first, you thought you only needed one arm, but you use both. And she's struggling with you, and she's yelling out, "Let me go! Let me go now!" And she just you're able to hold her though, but she finally just gives up and she just starts crying.
I'm sorry, but it's better if we don't act rash at this moment. And Gideon, the only reason why you're alive is because we had the good graces not to shoot you or slice you up.
Damn.
Um, Gideon, he says, I'm not gonna forget your face. And
Koala, what's
yes,
the penalty for murder here?
um, most likely life imprisonment of the first degree.
So he kills one of our guys and he gets to live?
I'm not in charge of the justice system here. I'm only trying to do my job.
Alright, put him in handcuffs.
He's already cuffed.
Put him in more handcuffs.
Put him in more handcuffs.
Double cup him.
Yeah, cuff the legs, Hannibal Lecter that shit. Put a
Yeah.
mask on him.
I totally forgot too. There was Zell. Zell's there. Um, he
Who's Zell?
he was the guard that Guala got.
But I made him grab a second guard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got some backup. Sweet.
And he gestures to Zell and he says, "Arrest the others." And Angel and TB. I'm assuming you guys are at the doorway or through the hallway at least now, seeing this.
I was still hiding in the
You're
locker.
still
I
you're
don't know
still
what
you're
the
still
hell's
in
going on.
still in the
Unless,
locker.
like, can we hear them? Like, do we know anything
You
that's happening?
you hear
Doc has been loud.
yeah you hear everything, or at least most of it. It's a little bit muffled, but yeah. And then TV, you were out. You heard it more. You heard pretty much all of it. But you guys haven't exactly seen anything.
And I hide too. I'm like, oh my god, people are yelling out there.
Hiding behind 4-2.
Oh my god!
And 4-2 is just like, you punk ass bitch. I'm the communicator. I'm like, sorry, I took
sure.
shrooms before this.
Yeah, then yeah, I think I probably would have recalled the drone and
Yeah.
stepped out, like peeked out, knowing that Doc was there.
Okay. So yeah, you guys walk out and you see Zell kind of walk past Doc, and Zell starts handcuffing the Davaronians. And Doc, I need you to roll in a tune for me.
Possession?
Risky. It's gonna be
Effect?
standard effect.
God damn.
Two sixes. You do get one gambit.
Yeah.
When Zell passed you, something was definitely off about him. So, it's not a good vibe at all.
I swing the sword from Gideon to Zell. Zell, stop.
Like aim it towards him.
Yeah.
Zell, he had just handcuffed the Davaronian who had her blaster towards you, and he looks towards you and he says, "Seems to be the problem."
When did you start working as a guard?
Couple weeks.
Koala,
And
is that true?
Guala says, "What are you talking about? You've been here for a year."
This is the shifter. And I swing the sword at him.
Roll a scrap. This is a desperate position, standard effect.
Do you guys mind if I burn some gambits?
Oh, please do.
Go ahead.
I want to burn both the gambits.
Okay.
And I'm going to push myself.
Well, I was gonna say I could assist. I could send the drone out to try and like get in its face.
Okay, yeah.
Hang on, give me a
Let me do
quick second.
that.
Okay. So yeah. Sorry, can you repeat what's happening?
Okay, so I'm using 2 gambits.
And I'm assisting. I'm gonna send the drone to try to distract it or get in its face or something.
Okay. So are you
The 3
doing
bonus die.
three bonus die, you're not going to raise the effect? Just to clarify.
Actually, yeah. 2 bonus
What is
die
the
and 1
effect?
raise the effect.
Okay, so
Yeah,
the
kill
effect
this
will
motherfucker.
so the effect will be great.
And you said risky. No, you said desperate. Shit.
Yeah.
Desperate. Great. 2. Womp.
Oh,
So you get an experience point.
Yeah.
You throw the sword, and Zell was already looking at you, and he you see quickly with just the wave of his hand deflects it, and the sword um it goes it pushes past him,
Well, I
and
was swinging the sword. I wasn't throwing the sword.
oh,
But that's fine.
I thought you were okay. My bad.
No, I want to keep the sword.
Okay.
That's my sword now.
Okay. You swing at the sword, or swing at the sword. You swing with the sword, and you you swing, and Zell, you feel this energy from his hand, and you're now familiar with it. It's the Force, and he with just the wave of his hand deflects the swing. It doesn't. It wasn't close enough to make contact with his hand, and he's able to deflect it. And
While he's distracted doing that, can I try and get a shot off at him?
you can roll a scrap. This is a risky position, and this is going to be limited effect.
Okay, and I'm gonna push myself.
Okay. To give yourself a bonus die, or to raise the effect.
Raise the effect.
Okay, so it's standard. A 4. Uh, you you shoot the blaster while Zell was able to deflect the sword. Um, he notices the blast a little bit too late, but he does. Uh, he's able to try to dodge the blast, but it does graze his shoulder a bit, and you can kind of see him wince a little bit. And you hear him say to you, "Some great aim. I've seen it before." And uh, you see coming from the doorway at this point, uh, the Davaronian who had a spear go and try to stab at Zell, and Zell, you see, pull out a smallish, cylindrical uh, thing, tube, and you hear the sound of a button being pushed, and a psh, and you see this great white light burst from the metal tube, and uh, Zell does a spin, almost like a twirl, and with just one swipe, uh, completely splits the Davaronian in half. And you hear Gideon and the one Davaronian who's in cuffs, and the other one call out, just screaming. Blish, who has seen this all as well, she tries charging with her lightsaber, and she goes uh, for an attack, and both blades clash for a bit, and both are kind of struggling. But then Zell pushes Blish away towards you guys, and he says to all of you, "Well, this may be fun. I have to go."
When
By
he
the
says that, can I try to bring the metal tube with light to me?
roll in it, you want to use the Force?
Yes, of course.
Roll in a tune. This is a risky position. This is limited effect.
I'm gonna push myself to make it standard effect.
Okay.
Can I aid him and like try to shoot at him while this is happening to distract him?
Yeah. A 6. Okay. So, JJ. Okay, first of all, you guys get a gambit.
Yup.
Nice.
Already marked it.
so JJ, you take a shot off. God damn it. This fucking game. You get a shot off, and Zell deflects it. And as he does, Doc, you try focusing as much as possible as you can, and you're putting all your energy into trying to connect to the Force, using all your power, and you feel a tug, and you quickly grab it and just yank, and you see Zell's grip on the lightsaber loosen, and the lightsaber comes flying towards you, and you instantly grab it.
He's all yours, Blish.
Blish gets up, and he says, "Oh, that's not going to happen." And he says, "Well, you may have gotten one, but that was just a spare. I do have some plans, but I must say, you all have gathered my interest way back when I saw you at Dilbano. And I was trying to find the right moment to introduce myself, and I think now is the time." And you all see, with a wave across his face, you see uh, Zell's form change, and goes from a human-looking man, skin kind of pale, turn into a rough, pale green. His eyes that seemed human turn into more of like a reptilian looking, with a bright yellow, and his face and his nose changes, and uh, it doesn't take that much time for it to change, but you do, uh, at least Angel, you do notice that from your previous time, that this person is a Claudite.
Okay. What do I know of these reptilian folk?
You've seen them before. Your X had an ex like this?
Cheated on me with one.
Not exactly, but
Bastard.
you know of his various exes.
True, I am that bitch.
And you all see, and this Zell just completely change, and yes, that's the exact same species.
Oh, sick.
Hell yeah.
The gun is tall as her.
And he says, uh, I'm not in fact Zell. Zell's been dead for quite a while. My name is actually Viri, and I must say it's been quite fun toying around with you. You know, giving you that chair. Looks at JJ. Uh, Leading you to the asteroid and helping fight along Akatan. And he looks at JJ and he says, I thought I looked good as a man, an older man at least. And Viri says, but I think it's about time I start working on a little bit of my own project. You guys have caught my interest, and I am sure that we will meet again. Especially if you all know Takala. And I know why you're here, trying to find him. He was here a couple weeks ago, and he's told me some things about you all. I'm very glad I got a taste. But again, I have some other things I need to do. You'll find Takala on Endor. Said that he had some business there. A little personal business. Oh, and also Angel. Jin is safe. He should be back on your ship right about now. And you hear a snap and the sound of what seems to a snap, and you see on Viri on one of their belts a little light from seems some sort of device kind of light up, and they say he should be fine. Well, I think that's all the time I have. Farewell, and Angel, I almost forgot. Sweet dreams. And you see, all of you see Viri kind of pull from their belt this device um, with a pin, and they pull it, and they throw it on the ground, and none of you have enough time to react before a blinding white light fills the room, and your hearing is gone. And it takes a couple seconds, but uh, as soon as you all come back to your senses, Viri is gone.
I'm like shaking with rage right now.
What was the guy's
Fighting
name?
that
The
case,
sword that I
probably.
took?
Gideon,
Hey, Gideon.
what?
What do you think about now?
I'm sorry. And Blish, at this point, she turns around and she looks at Gideon and she says, I will never forgive you. This better be the last time that we see each other. If I see you again, you will die. And
I mean, he's about to be locked up for life.
Guala says, most likely. And the Daveronian who was not handcuffed is kind of walks out of the doorway.
I
And
thought that's the one with the spear that got
there
cut in
there
half.
there was two.
Oh, okay.
There was the one with the spear, and then the one who was holding the body, in the one who was holding the first body.
Okay.
That one, she walks over towards Gideon and sticks by him. And Guala says, I'll try to take it from here. I'll have some guards come. You all should try to get back to I'll try to get back to your dock. You should leave as soon as possible. And he walks over to Blish and says, I'm sorry about your friend. And Blish, she tries grabbing Joran, and she calls out, can anyone help me with getting him to the ship?
Of course, and I'll help.
Okay. So you both are carrying the body of Joran towards the elevator. TB and Angel, you guys are coming through the doorway past Guala and Gideon and the rest of the Deveronians. JJ, you're kind of past them. You're starting to walk towards the elevator. And you guys make your way towards the elevator. All just quiet. And do you guys do anything real quick?
I want to radio the ship and just yell for Jin.
Okay. You radio in the ship, and you call for Jin, and you do hear little monkey sounds from Jin.
Thank God. Oh, my heart's beating through my chest. Okay.
And you guys go through the elevator, and you guys push the button for I3, and as you get in through, the door closes. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Did we just meet our big bad?
Doc still a lightsaber from the big bad?
Hell yeah.
Mage motherfucker.
I know.
You motherfucker. God damn it. Why'd you have to get a 6? Why the fuck do you have to get a 6?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so you did find out that Takala is most likely on Endor, according to Viri, and which means I don't know if you noticed, but on the Hut space map,
Yeah.
it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? There's another map made by Dan, sexy man.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
We're going to the fucking core worlds, bitch.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh,
It's a-
Alderon's still there.
Lord Mandel, Jakku. Oh, yeah. What is the timeline? Oh, we gotta go to Kashyyyk sometime.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
This is this is 4 years still before A New
yeah.
Hope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Orithor. Oh.
Oh, and we still haven't even started the mission.
nope. I will say though, for everyone, I will give everyone one free downtime activity. So we can start that right now. After a break, perhaps.
Yeah,
Sounds
go for
good.
it.
Yeah, I could use a
Okay.
refill.
All right.
Me too.
BRB.
Alrighty. I think Dan's a little bit quiet. I think, to be honest, I think he might have passed out. But we can start playing some music. Here we go. My internet has been kind of a little bit wonky. I'm a little bit afraid how the stream's gonna be. I'm hoping it's not too bad. Hopefully the audio is at least good. But I'm gonna get a refill real quick. I have my water right here. Stream hasn't ended at any point, so it should be fine. Okay, that's good. That's great. As long as that's the case, then we are good. We're gonna have some little ASMR of me pouring my water.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, Crisis. See, it did work. Okay. So yeah, it is the sensor. Alrighty. Hello.
Hi, hi.
Is Dan here? Uh-oh.
Is Dan asleep?
I think he might have passed out. Oh no.
Perfect. Then he is here.
He might have. He did sound a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because we probably want to do cooking too, so we might have to wait for him anyway.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, if anyone wants to do anything other than that, or if they want to spend cred for a downtime,
I'm gonna spin 2 cred.
okay, give me a quick second. Let me roll it up. Okay. You're gonna spend 2 cred. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna spin 2 cred.
Okay.
I'm gonna train prowess twice.
Okay.
I'm gonna get another point in prowess. I mean, in scrap.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
Okay. Anyone else like to do something?
Well, I get a free activity to repair and it costs 0. So I'm gonna work on the rover tire.
Okay.
Uh,
That's gonna be a rig.
okay. Control standard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
A crit. All right. Well, that's
go.
covered.
That's it? That's all of it?
Yeah, it's
Shit,
fixed.
Yeah.
So yeah, is that it?
JJ, are you gonna do anything?
So what, we have like one free activity?
Yeah, free one free downtime activity, and if you want to do anything else, you can spend cred.
Is there a place to buy stuff?
There was the gift shop.
Oh,
Uh,
right. Yeah, that. I don't think I'm welcome back there. Yeah, never mind.
okay. If that's the case, we can wait on Dan. Um, hopefully he isn't dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Can I just use the free activity to get an XP and then I'll figure out where to put it
Where-
later?
In your personal or
As like for training, yeah. Because I got 3 tonight.
oh yeah, you got
We'll
3.
just make a note. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's got to go into the thing that you use the roll in.
yeah. For the any desperate rolls,
It
has to go into that.
Has to go into that. Okay, shit. So
So we're let's scroll through.
yeah. Uh, I'm sure some were hacking.
Um, one in sway. So you have one in resolve.
Okay.
One in scramble. So that's prowess.
Prowess. Okay.
Uh, I think that's it. I know you.
Yeah, that was 2. I had 1 from before, from the
Oh,
previous session.
oh yeah. You could put that anywhere. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go through all that.
Yeah, fair. Shit. Okay, now I know.
I'd say put that. Just put that in insight for now,
Okay.
since it'll just be equal. So if you want to use your free downtime activity to train, then you get 2 experience.
In any of those.
And
Okay.
in any of those or the playbook.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'll do that. I will. Do I want these? Yes. So I'm gonna use the free one and then spend 3 creds to get my playbook all the way up. 2, 4, 6.
So
And I'm gonna get hacker.
I think you can just use 2 cred because if you're using the free downtime.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so it's only 2 cred.
Perfect. So we'll get hacker, and that's the free downtime. Cool, cool. Extra thing. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it for me for now.
Okay.
I'm saving my free downtime, and I'll use that for the home cooking whenever Dan's back.
Okay. Like you'll initiate the home cooking?
Yeah, I'll initiate the home cooking.
Okay.
Wait, no, Dan has to, right?
Yes.
Oh, then
So
no.
yeah, if Dan does it, then we get the +2, -2.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to. I'm just going to study and put the 2 in resolve to fill that up, and then put 1 in command.
Okay. Okay, is that it for everybody? I think going once, going twice.
So yeah.
Okay.
Call it on that for me.
All right. Well then, that was session 9.
Woo! Damn, that was. The last few have been some emotional roller coasters. Well done, Kazan. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's been really intense.
I can rip Joran.
Yes, my God. How could you do that to us? That was intense as fuck.
I don't know.
That was awesome. You make some great moments.
But
And I didn't think you'd pull the chair into this. That was out of left field.
yeah. The chair was the warning sign.
That hurt me emotionally.
Yeah.
Right. It's not even mine, but that hit me.
But yeah. Fuck. Time to dark side of Russian tackle the guy. A little bit. You
Yeah, that
fucking
was a little unnatural. You Palpatined him.
tapped into the good luck side. Fucking sixes
Dude, I
left and
rolled
right.
sixes all night.
Yeah, dude.
God, I'm
Shit.
still fucking pissed at that 6. God damn it. I should have said no effect. I should have said no effect.
Well, see, now I have a sword and a lightsaber.
It is true. It's not. I should have explained about the sword. It's not really a like traditional sword. It's like a kind of like a scimitar almost.
That's what I was picturing it as.
Kind of like what a pirate would use.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Should we do? Well, I guess it's not payoff. Well, is payoff the same as downtime? I'm looking at just passing through on the ship.
there hasn't been a mission yet, or you haven't started the
Okay.
mission yet.
So payoff isn't part of it.
Yeah.
That's why we only got one downtime.